Alright everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil, and today I want to talk about one of the most difficult resources to hoard, and a resource that I think right now in the game is going to be causing you a lot of problems, especially as you continue to grow your account and transition into these new phases. Again, this is another resource that was exacerbated, that the gap in what they give you is exacerbated by these light speed bundles. So we're going to get in here and we are talking about prestige, for those of you who haven't guessed already, based on title cards and everything else. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, leave a thumbs up to like this video, and comment down below. Again guys, I do want to give a massive shout out to my channel members. Thank you again for all of your continued support. I have a link down below if you are interested in joining. There's also a link to the Discord down there. So if you guys have questions that maybe you're like, oh Phil, I've got another question or something, go ahead and ask it in the Discord there. I've got plenty of people to help. But let's talk about prestige here and just how insane it is to get enough of it. So let's first talk about just the number of capital ships in the game. When you go to ships in here, there are 11 total capital ships, which is a lot. And it's a number that will continue to grow. Now, it doesn't grow as fast as characters do, but it's a lot of capital ships. When you sit back there and you think about it, there's 11 capital ships to use, and realistically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 of them have fleets that do not intersect. In reality, like, you can build 2 separate Empire fleets. You can, right? You can build 2 separate Empire fleets. Obviously, they want you to do 2 Galactic Republic fleets, but if we're being completely honest, clones with the Endurance are not as good as the other version there. So you could argue that, I could count one of the Empire fleets out, but I think most players do kind of split those up right now. So, anyway, there's a lot, right? There's a lot of capital ships that you need to worry about. It doesn't sound, some players are like, oh, it doesn't sound like that much, but when it comes to prestige, it's a lot. So let's break it down here. And somebody did a really good job in the comments. They asked this question, and I want to give them a massive shout out because they did a really good job of breaking it down. So I want to switch over here to the YouTube comment section. All right, let's get up there. Okay, so the question was asked from Anthony DeQuino, and he said, I haven't tracked this, but, how long does it take to save up prestige to fully upgrade a capital ship? I feel a crunch because of adding the Raddus fleet. I have the Malevolence fully 7-star, Negotiator 6-star, and then I want to give a massive shout out here to the other guy. What is that? 6155. So he breaks down how much prestige is in the ship, that you need 1950. But realistically, you don't need to always upgrade the basics, so you're only looking at like 660 prestige. And then he shows you guys, this is unbelievable. This is really good information right in here. Shows you all the different ways that you can increase your prestige to where you get to about 600 for a month. But that's assuming that you are buying these in Squad Arena once a day, which for many of you is not a reality because you've got to be spending those resources farming characters to get through Galactic Legend farms and other things. So just think, if you're not able to buy these out of the, out of Squad Arena every day, you're basically cutting your income of these in half. So now you go from, say, roughly 3 months to getting the full amount of prestige to 6 months. There's 11 capital ships. So if you say it's going to take me 6 months per capital ship, just for the sake of argument, that's 66 months. That's over 5 years. So you see how insane it is that is a long time. Now, obviously, you're going to start decreasing that, right? But think that you're talking years and years to develop enough prestige to be able to reach a point where you can successfully get every single ship maxed out. And that's if you're spending all of your Squad Arena currency on just prestige. Think about that there's other things in there you need to be buying, so it could take even longer. So this, I want to give a huge shout out. This is a really great breakdown of prestige. I really wanted to show this here because you deserve a lot of credit for that. That was really good. The other guy, thank you so much. This is exactly what you want to see out of the community. So with that said, how do you use your prestige now? There's not really any good ways. As you saw there, there's not like a fast way to get a lot of it. So what do you do with it? And this is what I want to show you guys. And I've got a special part of this because we're going to be using some prestige on the Raddus. So one of the things I always do is I want to make sure that I always have enough resources that if a new capital ship came out tomorrow and they gifted it to me to 7-star, that I have enough prestige for it. So we're going to be spending just enough prestige on my Raddus to get it to a point that I want. So first and foremost, we got to go ahead and upgrade this ship. And it just so happens that when I upgrade this ship, I eclipse into 10 million galactic power. Look at that, guys. 10 million galactic power. We are officially there. I mean, that was pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. We got to screenshot that for everybody. So 10 million GP officially. I've been waiting to do this, so finally got the Raddus there to level 85. So now you can see here that we're just going to leave the basic go right now. And I am going to be upgrading this ability here, right? I want to do the unique ability. Uniques are normally one of the big things on capital ships that drive a lot of your wins and losses. So you see, you know, it doesn't take too much prestige for some of these early on levels, right? And then you start getting into 40 here, right? Now you're at 60. Then all of a sudden it turns into 80, which is, you know, again, not fun, right? So we'll do the 80, and then you get to 150, right? So I'm going to do this one because this is the unique, but I'm going to hold off. I'm going to pretend that I'm going to leave it there. So now I'll come in and maybe we'll do the basic here to, you know, like they said, level 5. So we'll bring it here and we'll leave it there, right? So we're going to leave it here. There's plenty, right? That's all I need, right? I don't need any more than that. So we'll leave it there. And we're going to keep on coming through here. And let's do this, and I don't know, we'll leave it there. Now let's go to the next one. We'll go here, and we'll leave it there. I don't know. I'm just going to keep on going here. What I'm trying to show you guys is that you can slowly do some of these abilities, that you don't need to do them all at once. Just kind of take them to a place where now, okay, let's see what we can do here now, right? So now we've got all of our abilities here, right, at varying levels. This is what I would do if I was you. Just take them to a place. Now, maybe you don't go quite as far as I did. Maybe you go a little bit less, but you don't feel like you need to take the Raddus or even like your Finalizer all the way up to like max levels, because for a lot of you, you're going to have other issues here. You can't just say, oh yeah, I need to take these ships to max, because what if you get your Negotiator or the Malevolence, like, you know, the, Anthony DeQuinn setter. Think about if you get Executor or a Leviathan Profundity, whatever you're farming, that those are far superior ships to the Raddus and the Finalizer. For those of you wondering, I could do a fleet ranking video, especially with some updated things now that the Leviathan is there. There's some counters. I can show you guys, you know, where I would rank the fleets. But just understand that Finalizer and Raddus are not even, I would say, B tier fleets. They're probably more in that C tier. But again, you know, B or even, you know, C or even D tier, really, you know, depending on how you want to rank these ships. But the concept, right, that I'm trying to get to is that those are not great ships. That you don't want to be investing crazy resources into them if you're going to be unlocking the Negotiator soon and you have that fleet ready, or the Malevolence or something. Because as good as Finalizer and Raddus can be, they have a ceiling of where, like, they're just not going to be that much better. And you're going to be far more thankful if you take your Executor and invest all of your prestige and ship credits into that versus these guys down here. So with all that said, hopefully you're seeing that, like, even look, like I went from 2,900, I still have plenty of abilities to do here. Now, you know, I've spent like 700 prestige, right, and still have plenty more to do on this ship. So this is going to be something that I'm going to be working in, you know, is a work in progress for me. That I'm not going to be taking these things further until I'm ready for that next stage. You know, some of the abilities I might upgrade, but in reality, I'm going to kind of save that prestige. Now, I'm obviously in a very different position than a lot of you, where I'm pretending that I'm going to unlock a ship at 7-star and need everything all at once, which is a possibility for me if they would have announced a new ship and I could hoard in time. But if you're going to be unlocking a ship at 5-star, you don't quite need as many prestige, right? You don't quite need as much prestige because you can't upgrade all the abilities. So you want to save a certain amount and just find a level that you're comfortable with, whether it's 1,000 or, you know, 800 or 1,200, whatever that number is. Come up with what you're comfortable with and just understand that to a certain extent, you're not going to want to spend those final levels. Like if you left everything at level 5, as you saw here, right? So you need 60. Oh, that's 60 right there. Then you need 80. And then finally you need 150. So you think if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 abilities and you save what, 60 plus 80 plus 150, what, 290 per piece? I mean, you're not spending that much prestige at that point, right? You're maybe spending, what, 600 prestige? So just food for thought there. Hopefully that gives you some perspective that maybe if you save about, you know, 800 prestige, you'll have enough when you unlock a ship at 4 or 5 stars that you can max out the abilities to the best of your, to the best of your, what's the wording? I guess to the best of your abilities. You can max out all the abilities to the best of your abilities. That's a really horrible sentence. But again, I want to leave this here, guys. Hopefully you if you are experiencing this problem, hopefully this video helps you recognize how to upgrade these ships. And if you're in that crunch and trying to understand which ships you want to upgrade and how they're going to impact your account, that's what the Discord is for, guys. That's what my Discord is for. Go ahead and ask that question and we can help you there. Obviously, you know, I can't answer every single YouTube comment, but it's much easier for me to be around in a Discord and answer questions. And again, a lot of my, you know, members inside the Discord do answer those for me that I don't even have to respond. So again, guys, I wanted to share this. It was a great topic from, you know, Anthony DeQuain, and shout out Other Guy for that great breakdown of Prestige. So like and subscribe, comment down below. I love all you. May the force be with you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.